Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot. This is Mandy, and tonight we're just going to do a quick Firefly reading. I don't have time to do a pick a card, but a Firefly reading is basically just a general reading where I shuffle cards and whatever comes out, and whoever needs the message, and if you don't, you don't. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks again so much for all the likes, subscriptions, and shares, and all that good stuff. It really means so much to me. This is my favorite thing to do, so I'm just always grateful. And without further ado, here is your Firefly reading. I'm going to start tonight with this fun deck I got in San Francisco, Alcatraz. Rules and regulations playing cards. So on every playing card, there's like a rule of the prison. I don't know why this tickles me so much, but I'm going to pull a few of these cards and kind of get an energy off of these cards, which I thought would be really fun. So let's see what comes out. Sorry if I'm sniffly as well. I've been having a lot of, it's like major allergy season here in North Carolina. It's just, it's a thing. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancient ancestors. That's a million. Try again, shall we? Sorry. Jump the gun. Okay. What is the energy here tonight? Wow, you guys. This is like 46. Okay. Everybody take a deep breath with me. Because if that's the energy we're starting with. Spirit. What do we need to talk about? We got one. These are so funny. Okay. Threatening, ridiculing, or attempting to intimidate or assault officers, officials, employees, or a visitor is a very serious offense. Huh. I'm going to get two more. Your cell is subject to search at any time. Can I get one more, you guys? You are required to work at whatever you are told to do. Okay, so we don't have a full house here, but threatening, ridiculing, or attempting to intimidate or assault officers, officials, employees, or a visitor is a very serious offense. Your cell is subject to search at any time. You're required to work at whatever you're told to do. So I'm feeling like a very combative energy, but it's out of survival. It's like we're going through something right now where we feel like everybody's our enemy. Like that song, it's not good. So it's like, I think it's called My Enemy. Why is everyone my enemy or something? Well, it's literally called My Enemy. You probably know what I'm talking about. And if not, Google My Enemy. But listen to that song. But it's almost like this need to like protect ourselves. It's like Seven of Wands energy, which I think is like Seven of Clubs. I think clubs are wands. They are now. Like a self. I'm thinking Nine of Wands. Like a self-protection. And in this threatening, in the survival, I feel like there's a lot of lashing out as we're trying to just survive. And we kind of feel like everybody's like at us. We're being misunderstood. We feel like trying to read the energy here. Yeah, just like we're constantly being attacked and scrutinized and under a microscope. And because of that, we're kind of like lashing out. And maybe this is in person, but also potentially like energetically. So take that how that resonates. Your cell is subject to search at any time. I'm getting a couple different things for this. I feel like Spirit's asking you to search your heart, like calling your heart a cell. Your heart should be subject to search at any time, to kind of like check in with yourself, to put the brakes on a little bit and be like, okay, why am I lashing out like this? Like, what is my heart trying to tell me right now? And I feel like for a lot of us, it's just fear. It might be wounding. It might be like old wounds. I feel like things showing up in our lives right now may not even be necessarily real. I feel like it might be from, 5th grade bullies or, like just whatever, where it's like, this is the way my life has always gone and people have always treated me this way. And it's like, I'm fucking sick of it. And, like we're reacting, the nice lady was just crossing the street and asking for directions. And you're like, why do you want my time? And she's like, so I feel like it's important to search our hearts at this time. I also get a very strong sense of like cleaning house, getting rid of like the dust bunnies, old clothes, anything that like reminds you of like things keeping you stagnant, or like if there's anything in your home that doesn't feel like Marie Kondo the shit, if it doesn't spark joy, if there isn't a happy memory attached to it, if you've got stuff that you just collected that just doesn't feel good anymore, get rid of it. Clean your house. Also, like, do your dishes, take out the trash, like kind of dot your I's and cross your T's to maintain balance. I feel like, in this energy of like, everybody's out to get me, your home is a reflection of who you are inside, as so they say. So make sure that your house is clean. Like, it'll just feel good. You'll feel more at peace where your life feels chaotic. And then we have, you're required to work at whatever you're told to do. And so I feel like Spirit's like, anything you're dreaming about right now, like dream big, dream huge. Huge. Like, you can't dream big enough. But they're not just gonna, like, they will give you the blessings that you want, but work is required here. You have to take the steps. You have to like take baby steps. And if you're like, I don't know what I fucking want to do, then just take one step doing something and continue to take, and at some point, if it's not that, you can take, you can always make another choice. Okay. And it's like, don't worry about time. Don't worry about, money. Don't, do it for the joy of it. Do it for the love of it. Like, if you have a dream of, being a movie star or something, okay, get your headshots done. Take an acting class. You don't have to be like auditioning 5 days a week. Like when I went out to LA to do all that, I was like, like I had to, try and do it all in like a week, and it burned me out and I hated life. So, if that's something you think you want to do, like try it out a little bit. And then if it's like, this isn't for me, then that's okay. Just choose another choice. And then I was a baker, and then I was a photographer, and then now I'm doing tarot readings. So, but the point is, whatever goals and ambitions you have to work at it. You have to get started. You can't just dream about it and expect like, well, this pick a card said I'm destined for fame and glory. Well, you're not just going to be doing that, in your jammies all day with a bow in your hair. It's a nice bow. Anyway, so that is the very interesting prison energy that I'm getting to start with initially. Very interesting. Let's get some Love Ourselves cards. Because I feel like I just want to take this energy, put it in bed, and serve it in warm cookies and milk. Like, that is, because the energy, that initial energy of like a need to fight isn't real. Like, it's just, we're reacting. If we actually took the time to like breathe and decompress and calm ourselves, and your life might just be super chaotic right now. You might have so many balls you're juggling. You might have kids, like there's kids. And if that's the case, there's no judgment here. It's just those feelings aren't you. Those feelings are just a feeling. Your life feels chaotic, but that's not really you. If you take that breath, if you take that time out, if you just relax and let that like sink into your heart and just, take a moment, 5 minutes even. And that calmness and that peace, that's who you truly are. The rest is just survival. The rest is just instinct to get through the day. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this energy that we're feeling right now? Okay, we've got, I listen with love to my body's messages. So I feel like there's so much. I mean, I'm just like whirling dervish. Y'all are whirling dervishes. What fantastic words. And that, like, I can feel it in my neck. I can feel it. Oh my gosh, like, it makes me really want to do some yoga, drink some water, drink a shit ton of water. I want you all to start taking care of yourselves. Just out of curiosity. On the bottom, we have the institution supplies all your needs. So I feel like whatever, like, legitimate survival fears that we have, Spirit is asking you to trust. They're asking you to really trust that they have your back, that everything, like, your needs are going to be met. It's all going to work out in your favor, but you have to have that trust. I looked just because there's one in there about, like, you have to exercise or, like, I don't know. But when we have so much of that chaotic energy going on, it's really important to release it in healthy ways because it traps itself in our bodies. It gives us headaches. We don't sleep at night. That manifests in our bodies. When we work, you get back issues, feet issues, hip issues. So if we're not in balance and alignment, like, that stuff manifests into real sickness sometimes. And that's not to, like, freak anybody out. I'm just saying, like, listen to your body's messages. Like, take care of yourself. Treat yourself very tenderly and warmly and gently. I take a nice deep breath and release all resistance to healing. Is on the back. I take a nice deep breath. This is a pile that definitely needs to breathe. I would if I could, but allergies. And release all resistance to healing. So there's something in us that really wants to fight right now. Something that really wants to keep us in that energy of, like, fuck everybody. And I get it. I feel like, again, you have so many people, like, nagging at you and trying to get your attention. And what is the energy? It's, I feel like you've been taking it for so long that, like, the straw done did it, and, on the camel's back or whatever, and you're just not having it anymore. And now it's like, it reminds me of, like, Knight of Swords energy, who just, like, rushes in and is like, it's like Ruth in Ozark when she's like, you're gonna have to kill me. Like, just when you snap, like, when you have nothing left and you're just like, I can't, like, I will cut a bitch, I will bury bodies, I will scalp a motherfucker, like, I don't even care. So, and there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger, because Spirit wants us to be gentler. Spirit wants us to get into our divine feminine energy, to find the softer side of seers, and to heal the reasons why we feel this way, because it's all kind of like programming and childhood wounding. And I feel like you've just kind of been taking so much throughout your entire life. It's almost kind of like a big wake-up call, like a big kind of tower moment, judgment moment of you learning to stand up for yourself, which is beautiful. But with survival can not be so good. You know, we can take it to the other extreme sometimes. And what our body needs is healing. We need to heal those things from the past so that we don't want to lash out, so we can show up gently, compassionately, humanely. Yeah, so listen with love to your body, like whatever your body is telling you. Like, is your mind, like, does your mind feel heavy? Does it feel like there's something in there? Does your neck hurt? You know, how are your shoulders? Maybe do some yoga. Yoga is fantastic for like deep breathing and just like moving into, you know, in and out of positions. It kind of gets you out of your head a little bit because you're constantly moving and trying to like focus on your form. Yeah, take that time to heal. Then we've got lifetime after lifetime. I am a lifetime after lifetime. I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. And I feel like you're kind of like, yeah. But that's what's true. Okay, the chaos, the fighter, the machete, the Braveheart, you know, the Scots. You know, that persona isn't real. What's real is this beautiful shining light, this perfect inner child, this person that loves to love, loves to dream, loves to play. Who were you as a kid before everybody fucked you up? That's what's real. And you know, this says, I am always safe. I am eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. So I feel like Spirit's saying, like, kind of get out of the physicality of your everyday life, out of the earthly realm, you know, everything that we see. Like, I've got bananas, I've got doing laundry, I got a cat bed, I got, you know, I got bananas. I don't know why that's funny either. I'm tired. Gonna continue to laugh about that for a while. But to see things from a more spiritual perspective. Like, I am actually this, like, to realize that we're also spiritual beings. We're not, you know, we're not just like these skin suits, you know, moving about day to day, that we're actually spiritual beings. We actually have a connection with something more. And I feel like when we're in survival mode, and I've been there so many times, I've been there, and in survival mode, man, all we can see is how to get through the day. And it's a heavy, heavy energy. And we're not thinking about, you know, spiritual anything, really. It's just, we hate life, and it's so hard, and we're tired of being strong, and we're tired of people, and fuck everybody, and fuck, you know, hate people, and Spirit wants us to remember, like, that isn't us. We're actually these shining lights that feel so inspired and playful and happy and loving. Like, we actually want to love and nurture ourselves and love and nurture other people. We want to be examples in the world. We want to help change the world. What? Have you allowed yourself to dream that one for a while? And if you do believe that, how are you showing up in your physical world, you know, on the earthly plane, in your day-to-day activity to be that? Because remember, you're required to work at whatever you're told to do, and what you're being told to do is to remember the spirituality of your day-to-day. To remember that this earthly stuff is just stuff. None of it really matters. We're just here to kind of go through this game of life and learn and grow and evolve. And, you know, that's the experience of humanity, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. But you, my friends, are beautiful lights. Even if that feels ridiculous to you right now. Because I think in my darkest hour, I'd be like, I'm a beautiful fucking light, sure, you know. So I get it, but I want you to dream a little bit bigger. Let's dream a little bigger. These guys, what do we want? kind of see what's going on. See if we can get a little bit more specific. This is so not comfortable. You guys, one day I'm going to do these readings from like Vienna. And I'm going to be at a cafe eating Wiener Schnitzel. Maybe bananas. And it will be such a beautiful pick a card. But in the meantime, I'm in my jammies, and this is what it is. Thanks for being here. Okay, spirit for my fireflies. Whew. Can I get one more, maybe? That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's try again. Deck. What have we got? What have we got? Ow. Jiminy Christmas. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we've got foundations and achievements. This is like Four of Wands energy, I believe. Yeah, Four of Wands. Beautiful energy. That's celebratory energy. Really celebratory energy. And we've got Six of Wands. Very, very, very celebratory energy. Got a lot of wands here. Wands are very fiery energy. And I feel like where we are putting all of our energy into like, fuck everybody, fuck the world, into like a protective, walls up kind of anger. There's a lot of anger. I feel like Spirit's like, why are you focusing on? Why are you focusing? Why are you focusing on that? Because you've got so many other wonderful things happening. I do see some financial material changes. Okay, so part of this stress, part of this worry, and the juggling of balls might be financial concerns. Okay, and that, believe me, can fuck up anybody. So there's definitely like a lot going on financially that's got you worried and concerned. The Spirit wants you to see things from a bigger perspective. Okay, this is Sacrifice card. I'm actually going to read this one. I feel like I want to. I want it. I got it. I want to. I will. Sacrifice. This is, yeah, the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, which is usually about seeing things from a different perspective. And ultimately, I feel like with Six of Wands, which is gorgeous, beautiful energy, victory and success, it's like coming home after the war and being like, we won. You know, it's a parade, it's public recognition, it's like all kind of the fame and glory that we want. And then we've got this Four of Wands energy, which is like celebratory energy. It's like weddings, baby showers, you know, excitement, but it's like, you know, major milestones, lifestones, gallstones that we love to celebrate. So I feel like if we just see things from a different perspective and realize that we've got so much coming down the road, like we wouldn't be stuck in all of this. Like, I'm not safe. I'm not okay. I'm really scared because everything's falling apart. And Spirit's like, you got good things ahead. Like, see things from the bigger picture, from a higher perspective. You know, be the bald eagle flying up above the clouds and kind of being able to see for miles and miles. Or an owl. I don't think bald eagles can go above clouds, but whatever. You know, owls can see, you know, for miles in the distance. You know, so where, you know, you're standing in front of a bunch of trees, you get up and out of those trees, you can see for miles, you can see like, oh, that's where the path leads, right? So from a spiritual perspective, Spirit's saying like, you've got beautiful, amazing, celebratory things ahead. Fame, recognition, you know, money, abundance, you know, potential marriage, like whatever success and celebration is for you. We just need to see that. We need to see the bigger perspective so we don't get lost in the day-to-day. We need to dream a little bit more and believe in the dreams that we have. Let's read this. Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice in a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things you can't control, heal and leave the past behind, move toward your future, and watch for new doors to open and paths that are being shown to you. And watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. Okay? And on the bottom, we've got this third eye chakra energy. Okay, so definitely, like, there's things that you intuitively know, but when we're in survival mode, like, we just can't hear it. It's really hard to connect. We get so many different signs, synchronicities, like all the things, and it's like, WTF, like, what is real? What is my intuition? What is, my mind? It can all be very confusing. So Spirit really wants us to tap into that spirituality right now, you guys, so that we can see things from a more spiritual perspective than just from our mindly small perspective. Our minds are great, man. They can organize things. They can formulate things. Great for strategy. But when it comes to living and emotional fulfillment, living like a heart-led life, our mind usually doesn't help us very much. Especially in this kind of chaos, in this kind of whirling dervishness, whirlwind, whirlpool, all the whirls. Yeah. So we really want to tap into that intuition and start healing some things, for sure. Okay, Spirit. What else? Which one? Let's do some of these guys. What else for my fireflies tonight? Any guidance? Actually, what else? And then we'll get some guidance. What else for my fireflies? Okay. Yeah. Boy. This one's been coming out a lot lately. Elixir, she who forgives. Okay, so I feel like a lot of that. There's a lot to forgive here. Yourself and others. I feel like there's a lot that's happened to you in the past that feels very, like, we're just kind of realizing now the depth of it, the scope of it, the impact that it's had. When we think of trauma, we always think of like rape, sexual assault, sexual abuse, like the big things, but it doesn't have to be as severe as all that. Like, it can be like your parents not paying attention to you. It can be your parents not appreciating your gifts. It can be, people bullying you at school. You not, ever being allowed to be yourself. It can be 18 million different things. Trying to live up to somebody else's expectations. Only being loved for success or accolades. Parents treating you, being really jealous or manipulative, or, there's a million different ways that people can hurt us, but I feel like in the past, there's a lot that's been done to us that needs forgiveness, that needs forgiving, where people haven't shown up for us in a way that our inner child really needed, and I feel like it created some wounding, but I also feel like this is a huge forgiveness of self, because I feel like we've been living in survival mode for so long, kind of been zombies, and we're kind of waking up to like our spiritual selves. I feel like we're going through a bit of a spiritual awakening, honestly, and it's kind of like, like what is happening? And it's overwhelming and it's exhausting and it feels like we're being attacked. It feels like we can't get anything right. And we're also realizing, you know, the time that we've lost and the choices that we've made and like, why did we do the things that we did? And, you know, and I'm here to say, and I want you to really hear this, that nothing is wasted. There's a beautiful card in my spirit animal deck, the vulture, and he's all about nothing being wasted. There's not a part of your life, the years that you've gone through, the experiences that you've had, the hurts, the highs, the lows, all of it has been for a reason. All of it has been done with purpose, which sounds like, thanks a lot. But it's to get you to a place, my water's not over here, get you to a place of the spiritual evolution, to get you to a place where you can actually see yourself in the mirror and be like, oh shit, I need to wake up. Like, I need to figure this out. I need to like stop having so many walls up and instead put up boundaries so that people aren't able to hurt me as deeply. I'm not able, and therefore I don't want to hurt others in the process. Because when we're hurt, you know, hurt people. And, you know, that's not judgment either. It's just like, when someone steps on our toe, we're kind of like, what the fuck? Like, you know, when someone like, oh, I'm sorry. And it's like, watch where you're going, you know? So forgiveness of others, forgiveness of ourselves. And I feel like there's forgiveness of past, forgiveness of ourselves, and forgiveness of others in our present day-to-day life. I feel like there's a lot of like tower moments. You know, tower moments are like big, you know, tornado moments in our lives. So I feel like there's things going on in your life's fireflies right now that are intense experiences, and people have been shitty or careless with your heart, or haven't respected you, or have made you feel small or unseen, or just, you know, have used you, or, you know, 18 million things, whatever that is for you. It's going to be different for everybody. But forgiveness is going to be really important. And we can't forgive others while we're in survival mode. It's just, we're not able to put down that pitchfork. You know, it's kind of like kill the beast mentality, where we've got our pitchforks and it's like, yeah. But we want to like put down just nice and gentle. Here's some warm cookies and some milk. Yeah, we really have to like soften. And that requires time and patience with ourselves and breathing. Then we have she who questions, Amelie, curiosity, destiny, search. I feel like this is like kind of seeing yourself in the mirror and being like, who am I? Being curious about your life. What do I want to do now? Who do I want to be? Like, rather than kind of being like panicked about what the next steps are, to instead be curious and kind of playful about it. Like, the sky is the limit. And I feel like we've been living in other people's expectations. We've been living in other people's ideas. And it's time to like blow the doors off of everything that we've ever known about ourselves, and instead to go within and to ask ourselves, like, what do I want? Like, who am I? You know, it's kind of like getting out of the Truman Show. You know, it's like, I've been programmed, I've been living this life, and like all of a sudden I'm awake, and it's like, who am I outside of all of these things? I recently posted something on Instagram about ego. And ego is just, you know, this idea of identity, or this idea of, you know, our identity being like mother, father, sister, brother, you know, dancer, accountant, you know, like our jobs, our careers. I'm a baker, photographer, right? You know, like I'm a singer. You know, like whatever gifts we've been given, whatever roles we've played. That's all ego. It's all, who are we really? our heart is who we are really. And so I feel like it's just kind of like a deep release of ego in that way of like releasing all the identities that we know about ourselves and instead being curious and playful about who we are and kind of really getting in alignment with our destiny, which is pretty big and cool because it's like, you know, coming out of the black and white and entering Oz in all of its color. Like, it's really exciting and it's beautiful, but it's also like, what the fuck? Nobody told me about the flying monkeys. But there's so much possibility. There's so much, anything's possible. You have your whole lives ahead of you, fireflies. Like it starts meow. It starts right meow. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got Estefania. Okay. She who surrenders, chains, bondage, release. So there is a lot that we are gripping tight onto right now with that protective energy. And there was something about the outcomes. Outcomes? Where did that come from? Oh, that was in the Hanged Man, the sacrifice card that I read. Something about being, like, having expectations about the outcomes. And I feel like we're kind of really digging our fingers into certain outcomes that we want to happen. And Spirit is like, it's time to, like, release all that. It's time to release anything from the past. It's time to release all of the hurt, the anguish, the pain, the addiction to knowing, the addiction to the outcome. The addiction to the control of it. Mental worry is a need to control. Again, our minds are beautiful. There's a lot of, great reasons why our brains are awesome. But in regard to like when we're in the survival mode, it's really easy to like ruminate ourselves to death. And so Spirit really wants us to release as best we can all that no longer serves us, because it's keeping us in that survival mode. It's keeping us tired. It's trapping us in our bodies in unhealthy ways that don't feel good. And I think, if that card comes out with about like our physical health, that it's so uncomfortable. That that it's affecting your body and your health as well. So let's get some guidance. See what comes out guidance-wise. Spirit for my fireflies. Oops. For my fireflies. What is the guidance here? Too many came out, but I kind of got a thing with Spirit that if I get a chunk, I'll take the top one. Before it came out like this, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, what do we got here? I'm not laughing at you. Okay, I'm laughing at these guys. It's interesting. I think I'm going to do a video next on the idea of stagnation and how it feels to feel what it means to be stuck, and how being stuck isn't always a bad thing. Obviously, if you've been stuck for 20 years and everyone's like, you need to get out of the house, and you're like, no, then that's probably time to move. But if we're stagnant and things aren't happening and we're confused about the direction, that's usually being done for us. It means that things are still being worked out. So that makes me really want to do that video. So I will try and do that video. But the reason why I'm laughing, long story short, is because we have 3 new moons. Look, sorry about my nails, you guys. I just took my nail polish off. Who cares? 3 new moons. Okay, look at all that is not illuminated here. Okay, you've just got little tiny glimmers of light. This is all that you know. This is what you don't know. Okay? There's so much being hidden from you. So much fireflies being hidden from you for reason, for purpose. And I'm not going to go into all of that. Sorry. But there's a reason for your madness. Okay, there's a reason why you feel the way you do. You're not crazy to feel confused and insane and overwhelmed. Okay, this is a part of your process. This is a part of your spiritual enlightenment. This is a part of, it's all being done for you to get you somewhere. So let's see what these cards have to say, because their spirit's basically like, yeah, we know. Like, we know you don't have all the answers yet. And you're probably not going to for a while, but let's get you some guidance as best we can. But just know, like, you're not crazy. You're not. Like, it's a lot. And they recognize that. We've got New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. Think it through. I'm going to read this because I definitely don't feel like we're supposed to be staying trapped in our minds right now, for sure. So I feel like this pertains to a situation in your life that you know about, where maybe we're acting impulsively, or we want to act impulsively, or it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like you intuitively should know what that means. But let's just see if there are any gems that come out when I read it, and see if, okay. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts. Think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation. Flirtatious situation? Like, what does that even mean? Anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked. Expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. Okay, so think it through in this regard is about having a positive mindset. Use your smarts, think it through. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. And you're required to work at whatever you are told to do. So what are you being told to do right now? Okay, because whatever you're being told to do right now, Spirit wants you to have like a positive mindset and everything I just said. Okay, so that's your guidance there. New Moon in Taurus. So we've got Gemini, Taurus, and Pisces energy. New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. Okay, so I feel like you've been putting up with a lot of crap for a long time. And Spirit wants you to know your worth and to understand, like, again, you're like a beautiful light. Like, who's dimmed your shine? Who hasn't shown up for you? Who has made you feel unsafe? Who has given you reasons to need healing? You know, like, who has wounded you? And Spirit really wants you to know your worth and to know that you are worthy of beautiful, lovely, deserving, that you are worthy of this Six of Wands and this, you know, Four of Wands energy, this celebration, this fame, this recognition. Like, you deserve it all. And not because, you know, fuck everybody, I'm going to, you know, be rich and famous. It's because I'm worthy just breathing right now. I deserve so many wonderful things because I'm such a wonderful shining light and a wonderful human. Yeah. So know your worth. Then we have I already did this one. Attune to the divine, New Moon in Pisces. So again, like, remembering our spirituality and practicality, like finding that balance. I feel like right now we're in a really significant period of practicality. We're like on earth, in our shit on a daily basis. And Spirit's like, don't forget the divine. Don't forget to use that intuition, that third eye chakra. to use our intuition, to remember that we're spiritual beings, especially if you're someone that's always railed against spirituality or, you know, the more woo-woo stuff, or if you're still kind of on the fence about it, or, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to go howl at the moon naked. Highly recommend. With bananas. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. But it does mean that you can like listen to your inner voice, listen to your gut, listen to your heart. You can sit and just close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and just be like, what do I need to know right now? Like what do I need to know right now? And just kind of feel your way into the answers. Okay. Spirituality, intuition. Let's see if there's any timeline stuff for you guys, if anybody needs it. I don't know the specific situations, but okay, that's too many, but these two flipped upside down. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you again. We have ask for help from others, and then ask your angels. Kid you not. Ask for help from others. I don't know who that is. That could be friends in your life that you trust. It could, you know, if you have got, you know, siblings or parental figures that you're really close with, people you can trust, therapists, counselors. I don't know. You know, asking for help from others, or, you know, if this is like financial needs, or ask for the help that you need. And then also ask your angels. So again, that intuition, connecting with the divine, attune to the divine. Talk to your spirit guides, angels, God, you know, Jesus, like whoever that is for you. And to remember that relationship that we have, you know, with the other side, with the, you know, spirituality part of it. And on the bottom of the deck, no need to worry. Okay. Expect positive things. Expect positive things. And then finally, let's see what blessings are coming in, because, oh yeah, it's getting light. Let's see what blessings are coming in. What blessings for my fireflies? What blessings? Actually, let me get one more thing of guidance here. Call into me. Sorry. Change it up. Too many. Oh no, I can do this. Okay. Choices. So there are choices that we have to make. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So there's a need to take responsibility for our life and our actions. And when we're in survival mode, it's really hard to be in alignment with our highest good, with our highest self. It's really easy to kind of just like eat a lot, drink a lot, survive, get to the end of the day so we can have that drink, so we can have that meal, so we can watch too much Netflix, you know, like whatever. We all have different ways of escaping. But there are certain things that we have to take responsibility for in our life, and that's kind of some guidance here. So take that how that resonates for you. Again, everybody's going to have a different experience with that. But the big question is, what am I not taking responsibility for in my life? What's causing chaos in my life, and what is my part to play? Even if people have been cheated on or like whatever, there's always, you know, it always takes two to tango. And I've had lots of situations in my life where I'm like, you know, but it's like, okay, what was my part in it? Yeah, it's just, there's always a lesson to be learned. There's always a lesson to be learned. And it's not to like beat ourselves up with, it's just, to take responsibility so that we don't ever have to make those mistakes again. If we don't take responsibility, we continue to make the same mistakes, and then we make those same mistakes for like 5, 10, 25 years. And then you wake up and you're like, what is wrong with my life? And I could have done something about it a long time ago. The next piece of guidance here is seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to another. Again, attuned to the divine. Just like, remember your spirituality. Like broskies. To remember that beautiful relationship that we have with them and to connect. And then finally, inspire passion. And then finally, inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So yeah, we've been in that survival mode. We've been in that, kind of reminds me of I Am Legend. If you ever seen that Will Smith movie, don't mean to trigger anybody with Will Smith. But in that movie, all the zombies, they like hide in the corner and they're all like, they're just like breathing and they're all like stuck in a corner, like looking in the corner in the darkness, just like breathing like weirdos. And you know, Will Smith is just kind of living in survival mode day to day. And then, you know, the more he starts to venture out again, I think, and like he kind of learns who he is, and he learns that there's like doctors or like whatever, I can't remember, or he's the doctor, I don't remember, but he comes more and more alive with like the hope that he has. And so I feel like it's about like releasing our inner zombie and kind of becoming alive again and inspiring ourselves, you know, setting some goals, like maybe I do need to do some yoga. Maybe I need to like start listening to my body, to eating more veggies. Maybe I need to, you know, take care of myself. Maybe I want to get like a personal trainer. Maybe I want to start singing lessons. Maybe I want, you know, just like something fun, something serious, something, whatever that is for you, whatever feels good, inspired action. Like that's the call here. Has your life felt boring and uninspired? Again, I said this like 26 times in the past few days. Matthew McConaughey's book Green Light is such a good example of somebody that questions life and will just like throw themselves into something. So I highly recommend that book. It might help kind of spark some things. But yeah, a life devoid of passion is just soul-sucking. Okay, so where do we need to feel inspired? Okay. That's it. Let's get some blessings and then we'll call it because this is getting long. Spirit, what blessings are coming for my beautiful fireflies who are so strong and so sensitive and wonderful, beautiful people that have been through it as we all have? What blessings are coming? Blessings are coming for my fireflies. Oh, that's awesome. What blessings? Is there one more in here? That one. That's too many. Sorry. What blessings? Blessings for my fireflies. Okay. And then on the bottom. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we've got focus. Okay, so this blessing that's coming, I feel like it's not a very exciting blessing. Like you're going to be able to focus. But seriously, with all the tornado going on around you, that's like such a huge blessing. I actually feel like it's like a deep breath. Like, holy crap, I'm going to be able to focus on my shit again. First one that came out is communication. So I feel like this is really about, you know, this 2 here and like 2 peas in a pod. Like, For some of you that are looking for communication or relationship, I feel like that's a blessing that's coming. You're going to be able to communicate. There will be communication. And I feel like that's going to bring some relief. But for others, I feel like it's just like clarity. I feel like where maybe you need to have some really deep conversations with people, maybe parents, maybe loved ones, just people in your life that you've kind of, you need to have like those big wake-up call conversations with. I feel like that communication is either coming in or that you're going to feel inspired to take action in that regard. But because I feel like there's a lot of clarity coming. And or some of you might be writers, some of you might be speaking your truth in ways that that can come out in a creative way, where we can't, speak to, for example, like if we have loved ones that we, really want to make amends with, but they've crossed over or something. Maybe we're writing an essay, a story, a book, getting out all of those feelings, that hurt, that wounding, whatever. So lots of different potential ways to have blessings there. And then energy came out. Energy, which is like inspire passion. So where you feel so tired and so wounded and so like, I just need a nap for 12 years. You will feel energy again, I promise you. Okay. Citrus, orange, something about like the sun shining again. And with this 2 + 8, this 10 here, it's like an ending, but there's like a fresh start, a new beginning with this one. There's something about your own individuality and having like, I feel like you being on your own, standing in your own power, in your own truth, seeing things from a higher perspective. Oh, I forgot this one. Okay, because this definitely pertains. Full moon in Leo, go wild. Okay, this is all about shining. This is all about getting, like, blowing the doors off the box that we put ourselves in, blowing the doors off our ego, the identity, just like going hog wild in regard to who we are. Who am I? Go find out. Go jump off the Empire State Building. Don't do that. Go zip line through the jungles of Africa. Go travel. Go walk across town and ask that girl out. Go, whatever that is for you, but go hog wild. Do the thing. Don't be afraid to sparkle and shine. Okay, whatever you're being called to do, like all those dreams that you have, go for it, because there's like a roar here, like your inner lion is coming out, it's being released. This energy is coming. There is a new start. You are blossoming and blooming into a new person, and where so much isn't illuminated for you, it sure as hell is here. So the more you can step into this energy, the more you're going to be like, whoa, look at all that light. I am shining light. I am the illumination. I have the answers within me. I am changing. I am creating my life, my destiny. I am a fucking lion. Cue Katy Perry. So energy is coming to you, and also this you stepping into a sense of yourself that is so powerful and so brilliant and sparkly and confident and resolute in who you are. Phenomenal. And there's a lot of orange here, so I'm getting like Sacral Chakra energy. Sacral Chakra is a very creative energy. It's a sexual energy. So maybe if you've been feeling, if that's been dimmed or heightened, to kind of like balance that chakra, it might be great to do any like fun stuff you used to do as a kid. Draw, sing, dance, play the guitar, like anything creative you can paint, that you can do, will feel really good right now. And channel that sexual energy into like some kind of self-expression or having sex, or doing like some sacral chakra clearings or energy or activations on YouTube. There's a bunch of those meditation videos. Okay, and then so the second one here is positivity. Oh, low battery. Sorry. Okay, we're still here. positivity. Okay, so again, like where we've kind of been like, fuck you, I hate people, I hate the world, that's all changing, and we are changing into this beautiful lion that is a beautiful light, a beacon, someone that inspires others, and we're learning our positivity again. And I don't feel like you people are negative. I just feel like we've lost ourselves. I feel like we've forgotten. Now I'm a really cool, beautiful person. I actually do really care about the world. I actually really do love people, and I've just kind of been living this existence that's kind of like all these burdens on me. I've just been surviving, and eventually you're going to thrive again, and you're going to see the world as positive and beautiful. There's a little dream catcher here, so maybe you're having dreams that are significant. But you've got two little suns. Okay, little sun and a little sun. So there's so much being illuminated for you. So many blessings coming. I know that it feels really dark right now, and I know it feels really hard. But you guys, the worst of it is over. The worst of it is over, and what is blossoming is so new and dynamic. It's like, who are you going to be? Oh, the places you'll go. It's amazing, and I'm so excited for you, fireflies. So feel really, really, really good about it. Feel, again, like nothing is wasted. So be grateful for the lessons. Be grateful for all the shit, the good, the bad, the really ugly, because it was all being done for you, not to you, to get you to this place right now, in this moment, to be able to stand in your power and say, I cannot wait to discover who I am. I'm going to forgive the past. I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive others. I'm going to learn to love again. Myself, the world around me. I'm going to express my feelings. I'm going to express myself creatively. I'm going to, do all of these things. I'm going to live the life I've always wanted. I'm going to live my fucking dreams. And that is a beautiful, beautiful transformation, and worth all of the bullshit once we get to the other side. But it's worth it in the moment. If you can see it as worth it in the moment right now, more power to you, even better. Okay, you guys. All right, my fireflies. If this video resonated, please like it, please share and subscribe, and please let me know in the comments like all that's going on for you. I would love to hear your story. I'd love to hear hopefully how this inspired you and what actions you're going to take, because I'd love to come along on that journey. All right, love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.